Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the As Seen on TV podcast for Star Trek Discovery, Season 1, Episode 8. It's in Latin, Pacem para Bellum. I'm your host,
If
Mike.
you want peace, prepare for war.
Yes, what she said.
I remembered to look it up again.
I didn't.
Because I forgot from last week.
I remember the peace part. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me is my cat, Luna, and Miss Clio.
Hello.
She has great timing.
That was all the delay, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
It was all the lag.
So, I liked it.
No, this was a good one.
This was a good one. They've been getting better as they go along, but easily. And not to say that...
I still think the time one was my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely just my favorite one.
I'm not one of the people on the hate train for this Star Trek series, so I've loved all of it. But this was definitely a really good one. Okay, thank you. Yeah, the time one was definitely the best one. Mm-hmm. That was just absolutely nuts. That was last week.
That was last week.
Anyway, so I'm just gonna get it out there. Rest in peace, USS Gagarin.
Yeah.
You were blown to smithereens. And I gotta say, I like Lorca's tactics. He is really throwing himself, like, you know, one ship versus 6.
Mm-hmm.
Throws himself right in there. Even, at one point, puts himself between 2 torpedoes, one of which takes his shields down to 10%. The second one would have probably blown something off. And, you know, the whole time he's like, did we get both torpedoes? No, you didn't, because bye-bye.
Yeah, it blows up, which sucks.
I mean, he's pretty nuts. But I think we've been going down the...
Basically took a bullet for that ship.
We've been going down the Lorca's nuts path for a few weeks now.
They haven't really touched on it since we saw him holding his gun while he was after he told Saru that we're gonna not follow after the Admiral.
Yeah, we're gonna completely...
That was like the last really kind of heavy-handed. They're showing us he's kind of crazy. He's thinking about letting this woman die. His friend, who he just had sex with.
Yeah, his friend.
Seriously considering letting her die to save himself. So that was the last, like, super crazy thing we saw from him.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it has been, you know, the last couple episodes have been, like, normal captain crazy. Like, you have to be a little crazy to be a captain.
Yeah, you do. So after they, you know, get out of there and safe, this is where the first question was raised. It's like, you know, so-and-so, you have the bridge, you know, one of the characters we've seen, whose name, you know, one of, I guess you could say, the red shirts on the bridge right now.
She looks like an android, too.
Yes.
She reminds me of Data, but, like, a not skin tone Data.
Mm-hmm. Tells her she has the bridge, and I'm like, wait, where's Saru? On
the way team.
Where's Michael? Where's Tyler? Where the hell is everybody? And then we get it dropped. Okay, so they were left off on a planet called Pavo because they figured out a way to get to the bottom of the Klingon cloaking technology.
Yeah, to let their scanners pick them up.
Pretty good idea.
They're invisible.
Yeah. Use the natural song, air quotes, that the planet's emitting. Use it as a kind of sonar to detect cloaked Klingon ships.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, General Kor is giving... Oh, I'm sorry, General Cole, of the House of Kor. That one I've gotten mixed up about 8 times now. That's okay. I haven't even bothered to learn the Klingon names, so you're gonna just, from me, be hearing that lady or that dude. Because I haven't even bothered.
Takuma is the only one who I remember, and he's fucking dead.
He's been dead since episode 2.
I know! He's the only one I remember.
Well, the two you're going to have to remember for this episode are General Cole and Laurel. That's
Cole?
it.
I can remember Cole. Laurel, I could probably remember that. We'll try.
So yeah, Cole's giving out cloaking devices as long as you swear loyalty. That's great. Not so great for the Federation because they can't see them. Good news, they can't shoot at you until they decloak.
And I mean, it's one way as a leader to get people to follow you, but it's not sustainable.
Right.
Like, if you buy loyalty, there's only so far that's gonna get you before they want something else to stay loyal.
And you can't buy everybody's loyalty.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it seems like there are still some houses who haven't pledged to him.
Like, I get the whole Klingon way is, do battle, die in battle, for glory, personal honor, all that kind of stuff. And, hey, here's something that will let you kill more people in battle and, give you a better chance to go to the better afterlife. So, if you're loyal to me, I will give you this insane tactical advantage. But...
And, Lakuma?
Laurel.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm never gonna get that right. Laurel, she even says, she's like, he is a bastard who has no honor. Like, he's just the worst.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Mercenaries tend to not really have honor.
No.
So.
That was interesting, because
he's running it like a pirate lord, kind of, like a pirate king.
He kind of is, yeah. It's like,
here's all this gold, go do shit for me.
It's like, here's all this gold, bring me back more.
Yeah.
That's basically the gist and, what's going on here. Not very well gonna work for him, I don't think, but...
It might work for a while, but not forever.
It's gonna work for a while.
Yeah.
But in the case of Laurel, she shows up to pledge her loyalty, as she puts it. It's like, I hear you have a prisoner who's not talking. I'm a good interrogator. It's like, fine, bring me some useful info, and I'll consider it.
I'm trying to find her motivation. Like, what is she really after? Because I don't believe that she went there to help him interrogate her, the Admiral. But I also don't believe that she wants the Admiral to grant her asylum. I don't believe that either.
No, I think she's going there for her own personal ends. She knows the Discovery's got some kind of crazy ace up its sleeve. Just doesn't quite know what it is, I don't think, yet. I think she was...
Oh, okay, so she's trying to intel.
I think she's fishing for information, hoping that the Admiral would take her back to the Discovery so she can figure it out, or, kill half the people on board and steal the ship.
Yeah, alright. I can dig that. Because this whole episode, I'm like, I don't believe you. I still don't believe you.
Yeah, like, she, scream. They both scream at each other. The guard leaves. Good, that was convincing. We can talk privately now.
That was awesome.
Very Klingon.
Very.
Gives her the whole speech. Hoping my ship's in a hangar. We'll get out of here. We'll be fine. They get caught. She beats the crap out of the Admiral, and as far as we can tell, kills her. I mean, I don't think she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She shocked her on purpose to make her go limp and look like she's dead. But I think she, didn't kill her on purpose. I think she knows she's still alive.
Yeah. And she was taking her to dispose of her body, but, I'm guessing she was going to take her and revive her and go from there, but she got distracted by the bodies of her old crewmates. Yeah, her dead clan members. And,
they were eviscerated.
Yeah, they were, I noticed at the end of the scene, so I went back and rewatched it. One of those Klingons, most of his guts were missing.
He was nearly ripped in half. His rib cage was showing and his guts were on the floor.
Yeah.
They tore into these guys.
They had some downtime.
It was brutal.
They needed some fun.
Well.
Yeah, it's no fun.
There you go, pirate lord. That's exactly. A very pirate thing to do.
Very piratey. But I don't know. Like, she pledges her loyalty, she gets the face paint, she's in the, the cool kids club. And then...
But then they, drag her off.
It's like, you think I wouldn't see, your deception? Go show them what happens to liars.
Well, what exactly does he think she lied about?
I don't know.
Yeah, that I was a little confused at, because I can see him, maybe knowing why she wanted to talk to the Admiral, but that wasn't really made clear. I wonder if we're supposed to not know at this moment.
I think they left it like that on purpose. We don't know what he thinks she was,
But he just knows she's lying.
Yeah, he knows she was lying about something. We don't know what he's talking about at this point. If he knows everything, or if it's one thing and not another. I mean, if he knows everything, it's pretty bad. She's jolly well fucked.
Yeah.
She's probably jolly well fucked, and then the Admiral's gonna, show up at the last second and save her ass.
Mm-hmm.
And then they make good on their escape.
Well, I mean, we as the audience also don't know everything, because we don't know what the albino Klingon's doing right now.
Volk.
What he's up to.
We really don't know what he's up to.
At all. We have our crazy
theory, and if that's true, he's making out with Michael Burnham on an alien planet. So, okay, let's talk about the away team.
Okay.
Burnham, Saru, and Tyler, they are on the planet Pavo. They need to reconfigure... Yeah, okay, so everything on the planet vibrates. All of it together makes a kind of music that's driving Saru nuts, but that's because he's got heightened senses.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently some natural crystal formation formed, and it's broadcasting that song into space. I'm all for the random wonders of nature, but you're going to tell me that something that's acting as an EM transmitter was natural?
No.
I'll buy it. Somewhat maybe buy it.
Well, I mean, you find out the little blue things made it. The planet made it.
The planet made it, and I seriously thought they were related to the Spore. I think they might be related to the whole Spore Drive network thing, because they flat out transported Tyler. Later on when Saru and Michael are going at it, he flat out just pops out of one of those, a light cloud.
Yeah, okay. I didn't catch that, yeah.
But anyway, Saru discovers the Pavonians. They are sentient clouds of light.
It is just the planet.
They are, yes.
They are the planet.
Everything in harmony. Yeah, the whole planet.
It reminds me of that one Green Lantern. That is a planet.
Yes.
Mo? Or Ma?
Something like that.
I forget what his name is.
Give me an M.
But he is just a planet.
Mm-hmm.
And his, partner is a cricket.
Very random.
It's my favorite one.
Small and large.
Yeah.
So, the whole gist here is, Saru figures out how to communicate with them. They're going with first contact protocol, which Michael expositions for us with the whole, so we can't do what we were gonna do because now we discovered that
there's intelligent life.
There's intelligent life here. General Order 1 doesn't apply because that's don't make contact with a pre-warp civilization. Contact was made, so we got to do first contact procedures.
Yeah.
We can't do that until we we can't fuck with their transmitter until we tell them why we're doing it and make sure they understand. And they
accept.
And accept.
Yeah.
So
they need their permission.
Yeah. Well.
And they start, the first night, it's like, I've only just set up a basic vocabulary, and it's like, okay, this is going to take forever.
And then that night he can't sleep, and he's like, you know, he goes full on, gets the full thing. They
Yeah,
dive into his mind, and they get everything.
Mhm. Well, at least that makes communication a little easier.
Yeah, but it
Although
also makes Saru go a little
Saru
nutsy.
kind of freaks out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get some of his reasoning. You know, they here they've achieved our end goal. Like everything the Federation claims it wants, like as what they're striving for, they have it done. They've passed the finish line. So let's just the three of us stay here and enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't bring anybody here to disrupt that. If we carry out our missions, the Klingons might retaliate and blow this place up.
Yeah. Either way, one or both sides learn about this planet.
The harmony gets
could
disrupted.
Disrupt the harmony. Yeah.
And that is horrifying to Saru at this point. We also learn a little bit more about his race, the Kelpians. They have great eyesight. They have great hearing. They have great, tactile sensations. They can run 80 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, when he started running, like at first it looked a little awkward, but once he started going, I was like, he looks like a gazelle.
Yeah. Like, they really want to reinforce the whole, they were the prey on a planet full of predators.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Gotta outrun that shit.
I mean, I'm guessing the planet he comes from must be really fucking intense, because if he's that fast and that strong, what the hell does he have to be afraid of? Like, he turned those two communicators, he crushed them like they were, soda cans.
Yeah.
Just... And then, he's choking out Michael and overpowering her. Hardcore overpowering her. Yes, she's a human.
The predators on his planet must be terrifying.
That's what I'm getting at. If he's that strong, that fast, that agile, and his senses are that good, and he's constantly terrified because everything's going to kill him, yeah, I can only imagine what anything's like on his planet.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, there's some description of hell somewhere that matches it.
Mm.
But yeah, Saru goes crazy with the whole thing. But, in the end, we have a lovely twist that's setting up for the fall finale. And that twist is... Yeah, the Pavonians gave us permission. They... So it appears that they repaired the transmitter, they sent their signal, Lorca arrives and beams them back up, and then he seems all pissed off. You want to tell us something? He's like, yeah, I watched them repair our transmitter right in front of us. That's how you got us here. It's like, nah, you see, the signal was boosted. He said 10 to the 12th power. That's, that's a billion. No, I'm sorry, that's a trillion. So the signal got 1 trillion times stronger, and it's broadcasting on 2 specific frequencies, Federation and Klingon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's inviting people. Oh, shit. So... They want harmony in all things. They think they're helping.
Yeah. Well, they think if they can show both sides what they've achieved on their planet, it will make them stop fighting.
Yeah, the Federation will see it their way.
Yeah, it's like an innocent child's way of trying to stop a fight.
Yeah. It's like, look, sit down, talk about it. Here's the good side of things. No Klingon is going to go for that. Very few Klingons would go for that. You might find the oddball here or there and be like, I'm game.
Yeah, and I mean, they're just going to be... the Klingons are going to show up and like, oh, here are all the Federation ships. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, here's something they could use as a sonar device to detect our cloaked ships. Let's scorch the planet. Destroy that crystal tower. Blow everything up. Yeah, I have no idea how this, fall finale is going to go. Because they left it at where their only line of defense. We have to defend them.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the big boy ship. It's the, you know, the sarcophagus ship. What's the name of it? Is it the Ship of the Dead or something like that?
Oh, I forgot what its actual name is.
I forget what its actual name is, too.
But yeah, the one that's covered in the dead bodies of their fallen brethren.
All we get from the preview for next episode is Discovery spore jumping, warping around the ship and just appearing at different angles and attacking it. And Stamets in a fuck ton of pain. Which is the one thing we didn't talk about this episode.
I was gonna say we gotta, because I heard you starting to talk about that. I was like, we gotta take a step back and talk about Stamets.
Yeah, because after they jumped away from the battle, he's like, Captain, what are you doing down here? Did you just call me Captain? No, why would I do that? The hell's wrong with you? Like, are you bored? Are you daydreaming down here? He goes right back to Dick Stamets.
Yeah.
Who we haven't seen in many times.
He's jumping through time. He's experiencing being a fourth dimensional entity.
That's gotta be what it is, yeah.
And I mean, they've teased, not teased, but talked about Tilly wanting to be a captain, working towards that. She's still in the academy. Is she still in the academy? She's a cadet?
Yeah, she's a
or
cadet. She's not
cadet.
even an ensign.
Right, cadet.
So
he must be flashing to a time when she is a captain.
Either that or he's flashing through a different time when Lorca was standing in engineering.
Oh, that too. That could be as well.
It's either or. But
as soon as he called her captain, I was like, ah, he's seeing future Tilly.
And she very persistently gets him to open up about it.
Because she's like, you're not right. She's like reassuring. She's like, why didn't that work? That usually works. I'm very reassuring.
Well, he's in a pickle because, you know, his boyfriend is the ship's doctor. He can't.
Yeah, and he can't go to him
Because he spelled it out quite plainly. It would put him in an impossible place.
Yeah.
Because either choice would destroy his career, basically. So,
yeah,
none of that.
No.
But I mean, yeah, from scenes from the next episode, Stamets looks like it's tormenting him.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get into a territory that the creature, oh, what was it called?
The tardigrade.
The tardigrade.
Rimmer.
Yeah, got into.
Yeah.
Where it just was in pain. Yeah.
I don't know. My next episode looks like it's going to be just a direct continuation of this one. Like, no time in between.
Yeah.
It is the mid-fall finale, and it is called Into the Forest I Go.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got for you for it.
Also, Tyler and well, in this episode, Tyler and Michael were smooching.
They were smooching.
They're smooching more.
You were smooching with a Klingon.
If he is a Klingon.
I know that's just like one of those fan conspiracy theories at this point, but it would be so hilarious if it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it... Because if it was the albino Klingon, he'd have to have had his memory wiped. There's no way anyone's that good of an actor.
He was like, you know, he was a religious zealot, basically. Like, Tukuvma was selling some kind of cult religious shit, and Voke was like, you know, he was first in line.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, with that kind of, like, conviction and devotion, he might be that good of an actor. Like, he has, you know, a goal for it. But, I mean...
I feel like if he was, he would have had to have had his mind wiped and have false memories. I feel like
possible.
That's the only way that could be... it could work.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a fun theory.
Because if that's true, if it's revealed he's a Klingon, I want somehow them to stay together because I think that would make them even cuter.
I don't know. I mean, right now it's just a fun theory. There's a ton of holes in it,
Oh,
and
of
there's a
course.
good amount of like, that could work, really. But it's out there. I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll give it time. It's the what do you call it? The fall finale. I'm looking right now. I don't know if there's a date for when this is coming back.
Not yet. Not that I've found.
As far as I could tell, there is no word on that. There probably is. I just can't find it. So we shall see.
Yep.
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 Yep. All right. Well, on that note, I believe that's our show. That's our show. That's our show.
Yes.
Miss Clio, where can they find you?
They can find me on Cliomoto at Twitter and Twitch. Yeah.
Sorry, I've been doing a lot of shows with Jake, and I'm used to like having 30 seconds to just sit
Yeah.
here and do while he does that crazy outro.
I used to say a million things. I cannot be bothered because I'm not on that many social media platforms that often. So it's like whatever you want to follow. Cliomoto. I'm Cliomoto on everything. So if you want to go to some random, see if I'm there. I am on Tumblr.
She probably is.
Never.
Yeah.
So.
I haven't opened my Tumblr in about 9 months, I think. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter at Thilidrin. I have a Twitch. I never use it. You can find all of us on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, MySpace, YouTube, and Twitch at ASOTV Podcast. You can follow us at those places for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and games. And if you watch us live and missed something you wanted to see, we upload the VODs of these podcasts directly to YouTube. So you can find us on our page there, ASOTV Podcast. We have many seasons worth of stuff. Thank you all for watching. Good night.
Bye.
Love to have like a Star Trek sign out, but we would get copyright pinged instantaneously.
Mm.